Well, it's a great crowd outside today, as you can see, but first we got to take care of some serious business. Who are you and what's the word?
My name is Nick Chickalo, and I am the state coordinator of the MOCHIP, Missouri Child Identification Program, which is sponsored free of charge by the Masons of Missouri. Each week we're at different locations. We can be found on mochip.org. The heart of the program is this disc, and the disc contains vital information. In a minute and a half, this disc can be on the Amber Alert system, and law enforcement can use this in locating a child.
Now, what's coming up this weekend?
We have a number of events. As I said, if you go to our website, mochip.org, usually we do 4 or 5 events every Saturday in Missouri, free of charge. We have sponsored and identified over 60,000 children in 3 years in Missouri.
Thank you so much.
Okay, this is a quick one. We're out front of the Crepes place. We'll show you. In town, out here in Liberty, Missouri. And we're just going to show you the kind of stuff that's going on so you can figure it out. Right here they have a sign for, so you can see this, Missouri Child ID, Missouri Child Identification Program. And it's by the, so you can see this, Missouri Masonic Children's Foundation. Can you see that? See, it's free. See the Mason logo and the fingerprint, the Missouri chip. See, Missouri chip child ID. And if you just think about the NLP, the neuro-linguistic programming of what's going on here. And right here it gives a story about no one wants to have their kid abducted, and so you should get all this stuff done so they don't get abducted. Of course, they're going to give some sort of reason. And then it gives this program about exploiting kids and how this helps if you have this stuff. And it says right here, the Missouri chip is a comprehensive child identification program designed to give families a measure of protection against an increasing problem of missing children and abducted children. How does it work? And it has 5 major components: digital photographs, digital fingerprints, child information, emergency contact, dental bite, impressions, and 2 laminated ID cards. Here's the thing about the dental bite. Here's the number, or the website, www.mochip.org, and here's the person you can call, Will Gorgon. He's the event coordinator, and this is his phone number. I don't know if you can see it, so I'll read it off to you. It's 816-914, we'll try and zoom in, 9588, or you can call Paul Hunt, and his number is 816-390-1897. Sorry, we just got this camera, so I don't know how to use it too well. But then they have this thing, Rev 78.27. I don't know what that's supposed to be about. We'll check that out in the Bible. Might not be anything, but it's kind of weird. This is Rev 78, 2007. But anyway, you can see it's the Masons, and you see how they're calling Missouri chip. Even though there's no chip in here, you can see the neuro-linguistic programming in place. That once this is allowed and it's okay, it's for a good reason, and once they start putting chips in people, that it will be okay and fine, because it's getting into the culture and into the subconscious of stuff like this. First off, it's starting off, it's free, but eventually, it's going to be, well, wrong hand, mandatory. This is a possible hint towards, the mark of the beast.
Hi, you're now with the Forerunner Chronicles. Right now, I'm in Flint, Michigan, and my friend's store over here. His store is called This Place Sucks, right?
Yeah.
And he invited me out here to speak at a rap concert. Unfortunately, the rap concert got shut down, but he really has some super important information to share with us on chipping. Now, I like this guy because in his store he passes out real important information, like this book called The Mark of the Beast, and another book over here called The Law of Liberty. And it's all the information that I like to talk about on YouTube. So really nice to have somebody like you on the air with me right now. So can you tell people a little bit about chipping once again?
Well, chipping is where all the information is written down on a database. All the vital stuff like your retina scan and your voice, because now cell phones can recognize who you are and cameras can pick it up with your eyes.
Wow.
So basically, you just become a number.
Become a number. Now, how did you come aware of the Masons doing the chip?
I went to a fair and they were chipping everybody at the fair. The Masons were sponsoring it, and it said Child Identification Program, but actually it's just they're just trying to chip everybody, moms, kids, and anybody.
Now, what type of fair was this? Was it a Mason fair? Was it, say, get chipped fair?
No, it was talking about basically it was sounding like health foods and a whole bunch of different stuff, but it was sponsored by the Masons.
It was sponsored by the Masons.
Right, so
the Masons sponsored a fair.
The whole thing. They were giving away free food and free money.
So they sponsored the fair to pull people in to chip them.
Yeah.
And you were telling me something like they were giving out free money at the fair or something like
Yep,
that?
they give you a $5 certificate with every time you got chipped, and they really give you more than $5. But
so if you get chipped, they give you some money to go eat.
yeah, and with that, yeah, exactly.
So they feed you after they chip you. Oh wow, how do they chump it? Wow, that's amazing. So they say, come get chipped and we'll stuff your face.
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. What else is there? You were telling me something else that I thought that was really interesting. You said you were talking to a 33rd degree Mason.
Talking to the guy,
right?
The guy that was running around, you know. I told him, hey, my grandpa's a 33rd. He talks to me about everything. And I really like the idea how we got to get rid of the people. There's so many people on the planet and world order. And he really opened up for a minute until he seen that I was videotaping. Long story short is...
What did he say? Wait a second. Don't go past that. What did he say when he opened up to you? What did he start talking about?
He says, I love the idea. He's telling me that we need so much less people in the world, that we're not making it. We're talking about how we're consuming up all the vital resources. There's only supposed to be 500 million.
Wait a second. Let me stop. You're going fast. So he says there's supposed to be a lot less people in the world, that the majority of so many people are consuming up all the resources, and there's only supposed to be 500 million people in the world.
Right.
That's what a 33rd degree Mason said. Wow. Keep on going.
Well, and then when I was talking about the chipping, you know, he kind of laughed it off, thinking that, you know, acting, well, he knew that I knew what he was doing.
Right.
So it's basically, it's kind of like a joke. But when I saw people coming up and getting chipped, they were just signing waivers saying that it was okay for them to keep the information on file.
Wow. Wow. Yeah.
And aside from that,
how did they do the process? You said something about the eyes.
they would sit down,
right,
and they would look at the eye.
So they do a retina scan?
Okay. Yeah, they do a retina scan, and then they write down a lot of information, the height of the child, and then basically the color and the skin and stuff like that.
What about the voice? You said something about the voice.
Yeah, you're talking to a microphone, they have you say different things, and then they give you back the CD and they keep.
So they record your voice, they scan your eye with the camera, and then they have you fill out a whole lot of forms giving like height, weight information, things like that. Because I saw that like on the video that we're showing on this clip. He was saying something about eradicating people too, like killing people.
Yeah, he was just saying that, you know how we have to get rid of so much of the population.
How many people? Yeah, he gave us a statistic. What was the statistic?
It was 4 to 1.
So every 4.
Out of 5, 4 got to go.
So out of every 5 people, 4 got to go.
Yeah.
That means you. Go ahead.
And it was just, well, as soon as he seen that I had a camera on me, he basically just shut up and he walked away. And after that, it was just, I just kind of followed around the fair a little bit. People were watching me, and aside from that, I just kind of watched from a distance. There was a long clip, and I don't know. I personally believe that the devil really just wants stuff to get out. I believe in that.
Definitely.
And about 5 minutes of that clip was just erased. So
yeah, that's what it is, man. Thanks a lot, man.